8282810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy. This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they
29,000. Now I can give back corners. And on man cash out 9,002 when but the 100 cities
cash out the same now because me back home make us oh no and the bet will be 7,000 man cash out 4,001 or see no bet for number call from some point your move first can because a quick bias is on 7,000 it's you did there but league Premier League is starting Friday no and a very disappointing result for Arsenal fans. We didn't ask Christian against them chaos.
Say I did that and I don't know why you
no we didn't did that. Arsenal to lose to Brentford. Say K-team for be say I did that. As the next two games sorry. They were against Chelsea and City.
Yes.
It's Asemo.
Na Samsung Belgian League in Italy now through City.
They will be in Gaza.
Saturday now last Friday.
Now the top 4 they count. When they actually heard more than the top 10 in America.
Now Ben White no one say.
Why?
Ben White no.
Ateta na no see pam no.
Ben White no on Twitter. Omuzi oye David Luiz or Unity.
Na so ball no nko na ewi na da omude we omud number 10 ne ma number 10 Jesse Ma Smith Rowe na muze Arsenal na no Osha Man City for bench Osha United bench na no number 10 player Smith Rowe Arsenal omude Balogun
Balogun ene Lukonga muso so start
Raja Nainggolan a free agent Diego Costa a free agent
later na Tavares and so be
Tammy Abraham cross on Arsenal or ko Italy any problem with Arsenal team ni mu hey ka Tammy Abraham so dan ka be boa ne pa o ka team be boa no menti as say now Callum Chambers Arsenal party ready team party quality no form Arsenal the days crown question now Gilberto Silva ni Pascal Sigan mumre no crown friends Freddie Ljungberg no mumre no kititu ebi okrana Arsenal bobola hybrid Patrick Vieira and no mu coach or mu players ni na mu so mu coach mu so enfa no Thierry Henry Patrick Vieira they on the Crystal Palace be relegation or say ya Jordan Ayuk crowd on say no yeah Jordan pa Chelsea na Patrick Vieira dey on so be hard pa hey Arsenal Antonio Conte o homo nkofa no chance problem ye owner no mu nim do aye no your coach no you confused she say obi o team nim bia confused na me who Kobe Jones last year to he say or suspended the support for us I say o ko PSG o be back at this bia owner no na yi you see they in them say this is Sabbath aside that yenya some interesting results especially over Tottenham their composure even without Harry Kane how well they played. I'm first started questions. Man City, are they going to have a good defense to their title? Say no, Jack Grealish and start any BBA. Your own summer, Yedeba. I'm introduce you line of message to the fans. Any BBA. I say Kylian Mbappe, so the contract won't send some no. One some kind of kakra. Omuguswa, Omobroswa anti. Young Shay said you but they say that the news is that leagues not started. Omo many abresom besom league no match so many abresom besom league omo so be battle relegation so atche so be battle na Arsenal ka ho nenne there's a platform na Arsenal platform na mgase na nsem nyom coin no enra obi ayi na omo odin ni ye ne ye because oza so team nya na so be jatum so team nya no ye team we say ne Crystal Palace no ne boso they say ye team no na team Arsenal players no starting against Brentford no ye obi no be start with Tottenham ye players no start with Brentford no even Tottenham, even Everton lose Ancelotti, or go for Benitez. You are looking at teams some more vision. They want to do something.
Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta and some four or some catcher after the game they say na Brentford you better than us. Then you Brentford. Dabi ebufu say o te Brentford. No see pam wa Arteta no ni now ayi cranky. Say na Arsenal ti anga betoy. My team sanctuary and it's a million don't be
stories from us now, bro. Supporters trust no one say no weekend in United. Yati. This is the Naka. Chaman the Naka.
Yabasha Real Madrid and so Real Madrid so say. Yabasha Barcelona after without Messi. How almost so winning by 4 goals to 2. Now, Gerard Piqué say what Tini Pay so or said or Tini Pay said be to register some players. He say other players also decide to bet you pay so. He say Barcelona financial situation on move no. This say bia Barca fans ni na worldwide mujijiska na mo de ko boa because say mo ye thing for Barcelona. Okay. Christian.
Chairman.
Now we can hear.
We can hear. Now Saturday na me come Manchester United asem. Chairman, onim say last season and Manchester anyehwe. Not a single silverware. But they finished 12 points behind Man City, 82nd. What did the 2 seasons now a comparison? Manchester United they make progress compared to last season. The 2 seasons ago only the 3rd. Last season Manchester 82nd. So per the league standings, Manchester make progress compared to the 2 seasons now. So the expectation is that in fact team BR expectation is that when they compare the previous season now, they will try and do better. I'm not surprised that Manchester United supporters, expectation is that the English Premier League for this season. Last season, FA Cup, Manchester United do quarter-final, semi-finals of the EFL Cup, and on board finals of the Europa. Manchester United last game in the preseason, Amoche Everton, Eshomo K9. And the first game of the season at home, Echi Leeds United, Eshomo Ekanum, Leeds Etekanum Bako. German results in the nothing has changed. The United supporters, some of the least in Kwan, Eddie Rezo, Omu Hopsa, Omunabu Tekakra. Because the same Leeds United last season, Manchester Echen 6-2. So 6-2 last season, 5-1 this season. I think it's the same score margin, 4 goal difference. But I think the United supporters, inspire a lot of hope. So the English Premier League. First, Bruno Fernandes. Chairman, only say Bruno Fernandes by Manchester United or more hat trick that. The first hat trick. Or by Manchester United, I think say when you're a hero status. Onyen legend there. But say you can't hero there. I think say or Manchester United hero. But Boa Manchester United Chairman or more hat trick that. Now me checking my stats now. They ba kwa me say who you say Manchester United since 2013 ABC Enra Saturday. Bruno ebo hat trick no. There's only one player per and an abo hat trick since 2013. The last time Manchester United player abo hat trick no, Van Persie versus Aston Villa in 2013. Sir Van Persie hat trick versus Aston Villa in 2013. No. The next player abo hat trick at Manchester United Anthony Martial. It's only 2 players per and an abo hat trick at Manchester United. And so for Bruno Fernandes, say abo the first hat trick at Manchester United. And what is so amazing for Bruno Fernandes is that Oba United in no chairman Oba January 2020. Onum said no game no. And in the 4th game no Oba in front of their supporters. United supporters in Behuna na TV so. Nina munya na da hwe no say Obo e was stadium supporters Tangba stadium.
Yeah. So
only 4 times and again come 4 times per and na Obo game in front of air supporters are Onya sa hat trick in Manchester United. And I think they've making a very good case for themselves. Now the next thing air Pogba. Me sure say in the weeks na dia ba kwa man for kan afa Pogba ho Pogba future because I can't 1 year pay. There's no contract renewal. 1 year pay. Me final year na contract da Pogba airborne. Chama dia ba kwa me hu say an amazing Bruno Fernandes ebo hat-trick there. Nti best player there obviously Bruno Beji. But player who make more impact in the game Abrante friend Paul Pogba. 4 assists in a single game. Now about 75 minutes, 15 minutes now kana wo film no. Onya standing ovation for Manchester United supporters no. Now me share Premier League say player baako 1 game now about 4 assists in 1 game. United say 5 goals. 5 no say no. Pogba and the man 4 assists in those 5 games no. Chairman, I was just looking and say in the Premier League era there are only 7 players per. And since the Premier League started here no, about 4 or more assists in a single game. Chairman, the member when they say most of those players they are Arsenal players. See about 1 game. Now 1 game you know, you have 1 player. Almost 4 or more assists in a single game. The first time was 1999. Dennis Beckham playing for Arsenal versus Leicester City. You real game no, not Dennis Beckham and make 4 assists. Not
Dennis Beckham, but 10. Not Smith Rowe 10.
Chairman, the next player I also make 4 or more assists in a single game no, is still an Arsenal player. Okay no, Jose Antonio Reyes. Arsenal versus Middlesbrough in 2006. You real game no, not Jose Antonio Reyes and make 4 assists. The next player was I making 4 assists no, is still an Arsenal player. Francesc Fabregas in 2009. Arsenal versus Blackburn. You real game no, na Fabregas I make 4 assists. The next player 2012 Adebayo Samuel Adebayo Tiakan Edema Tottenham Hotspur. You real game no, na Adebayo I make 4 assists versus Newcastle. 2013 another Arsenal player Santi Cazorla. Arsenal versus Wigan. You real game no, na Santi Cazorla I make 4 assists in a single game. Chairman, from 2013 basically no, there's only 2 players per I'll make it 4 assists in a game. 2013 Santi Cazorla here no. Last year and I think say Hurricane AAB versus Southampton. Almost Southampton 5-2. You real game no, na Hurricane I make 4 assists. It from 2013 basically no. See about Premier League. Now when just 1 player I'll make 4 assists no. Chairman enya de kitwa. And Paul Pogba after say real game no, now 5 goals na United actually no, 4 of those assists came from Paul Pogba. The man here can say last year year season no, Chairman na Paul Pogba I make only 3 assists after 38 matches, 3 assists. So in just 1 game, assist Paul Pogba I make last season no, or the 1 game I better than what you did last season. There can say can he be this consistent? Also Pogba there, obi under to the quality. But to be able to do this on consistent basis is what is the biggest challenge. Today, can say 2 players now. I'm here so amazed to watch. Abrante Feno Bruno Fernandes the first hat-trick in front of supporters. Abrante Feno Pogba already the final year of his contract. Now I'm making 4 assists in a 1 game. In fact, the only United player I didn't see that. My list, you know, what so the only United player since the starting Premier League or making 4 or more assists per single game no, has been Paul Pogba. The challenge is can he be consistent with this kind of performance?
Well, aside as another percent because other teams.
Yeah, as far as Pogba cry concerned, it's all share game against Leeds ni ya. Ni position asisa. Senya na Antonio Conte nomine Allegri num yusu no Juventus no. Alma Pello ne Vidal mo ebo as defending and a defensive midfielder. So yeah. Saturday game, no Daniel James on the right, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood as the 9, and we'll talk about Mason Greenwood because honestly, a fantastic game. Mason Greenwood, 19 years, MC October when Obenya 20, no Paul Pogba, Scott McTominay, and Fred. In fact, I was so impressed with Scott McTominay. A branch no more week in week out for United no. So the change in position for Paul Pogba. And Paul Pogba is the type of player who can change say ono na star player na obey adwuma na ma and ohwe obi anya ball na in Kano say Man United the ball obi nya ball ohwe Bruno Fernandes but in a weekend game omunya ball no obi apeso de ma Pogba na Pogba eyi ni magic no and I'm sure say United supporters eniaji because season na wiye omulusu to Villarreal in the Europa League final and I must say it's not just about the results but the team performance. And Sanya Oligana Social Kai, this is the real United because we have United under Sir Alex Ferguson, the Vidics, the Rios, the Everest, the Carricks, the Scholes, the Teveses, the Ronaldos, the Wayne Rooneys, the Andersons. This team, you know, and yes, early days yet, first game of the season, Omone, Southampton, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Newcastle in their next 3 games. Then we can make better assessment of the team. But on the evidence of the Saturday, no, send your ranting movement, no dorsal into Obit say Bruno Fernandes. Nya fe no babe playmaking role no. Also pego ashe. Enti say Mason Greenwood cry ni penalty box ni mu a onu move into the box. No, he say long pass betumi aba. He pass Victor Lindelof Edema Bruno Fernandes. He say Bruno Fernandes Gina Bonuso Leeds United defender ni film a place ball no. He pass Paul Pogba. Edema it was Fred for the final goal. It was like this is a United side that needed the goals and they were pushing. So yes, I think that Paul Pogba have to be consistent, but for this United team to get to that level, no, I was so bien consistent. Luke Shaw, in fact, Luke Shaw, your friend said Shoberto. The Brazil, you know, he was quite good. Around one, Bissaka was solid. Medikaka, Fred, and Obi said Mason Greenwood. Akola weigh 19 years. Chairman already 25, no. Now ball of the ball, and I'm sure say Edson Cavani crate bencher. But say Akola weigh no. Oh, shame be free. Or to the extent, say, Man United ni Leeds United is here. Omu here say Jadon Sancho be bantem abebi into Jadon Sancho be you know, just to acclimatize and you know get to have the fans see him and play a bit of football. So it was that super performance and most critically the change in position for Openya Efreno for Openya Efreno Paul Pogba. But between Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba, so Bruno shared 3 goals. And of course, I was here the hat trick, because of the hat trick, the man of the match award, but Paul Pogba was simply the icing on the cake. Into your star players, now look, there was no Rashford, there was no Cavani, there was no Jadon Sancho. Early days yet.
That's what I'm looking at. But let me see 3 key points. Of course, the European champions. I mean. Chelsea. You're always expecting them to do very well.
Absolutely. And
Yahoo said Tuchel, the idea behind the team, and the Chelsea players are playing with their hearts, their hearts out. They want to win the Premier League clearly. Already the way they started that. Nuno Espirito Santo, his job with Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. First day without Harry Kane was setting up, and it looks like Dele Alli is back. Because Dele had problems with Mourinho when he was there. Dele Abem, Lucas Moura is getting the chance to play, and of course, role or Diama, so you mean now? Yeah, it just obey Yisu a bit differently. Then we look at Carlo Ancelotti at Madrid.
Absolutely,
Madrid are back scoring. Madrid at the webinar goals, Shana heading. Ancelotti's formation is giving them goals, and we look at live without line of Messi for Barcelona. Quick one, bare 5 minutes. They're wrapping it up. Christian,
for Chelsea, there, apart from the mentality of the Chelsea players, let's look at their squad depth. This Saturday, no Lukaku, no Kante, no Hakim Ziyech, no Ben Chilwell, and no Kai Havertz, and they were still good enough to score 3 against. No Thiago Silva, no Hudson Odoi. You are talking about squad in depth, and there's one team where chairman. So one player create 3 more, you don't miss him, it's going to be Chelsea. Now, Alonso they started on the left back instead of Ben Chilwell. Chairman, let's go back and watch that goal Alonso shared. An amazing goal. You don't expect a left back to be able to score that goal from that angle. Cross the call Alonso no. Sa instant na Alonso na or the ball 2 net no. Sa Alonso ni ho na Ben Chilwell eneba. It's more like for like. Not much of a difference. Kim Bia Nanka Obo game and I even go to Kante Nkwa absent. Can feel the absence of that player. But Chelsea play against such a team and there's no feeling of such absence from such players. Many Jama branch of Christian Pulisic. When say Christian Pulisic by Premier League now 13 goals. 13 goals, 5 have come against Crystal Palace. Team Wata said the pa 8 friend Crystal Palace and Ra or say go back with the can. The Chelsea at this moment Chelsea simply cannot stop scoring, cannot stop winning. Some mentality and it's that confidence now. Chelsea, when you're playing against such a team, also much confidence. No, are extremely careful. The Chelsea part, their biggest trump card at this moment is their confidence and squad in depth. But quickly, okay.
Still on Chelsea. Chelsea was here. G2 said Chelsea are European champions. Into no musi akaya. Permutations near quite different. And to place this in proper context, the last 5 games at Chelsea and Crystal Palace are born. Chelsea now wins in the last 5. Yes. In fact, 14-2 aggregate. Into and one said Chelsea better Crystal Palace. But Thomas Tuchel by not just the system, the 3-5-2 or the 3-4-3, but also players nimu omo no money nje omo surplus to requirement Cesar Spilicueta no nyina or Kepa Arrizabalaga no nyina no got on board, and I think the man management skill no e ade ba ko a eso ani papa ye. But I was impressed with Trevor Chalobah. To be very frank with you, Mekaisa omo ball, and again what the match Chelsea win were so important. They say midweek here omo ball 120 minutes against a very solid Villarreal side led by Unai Emery. Inti na be break you say one shot na break a create to me about team anymore, but they did the professional job against Crystal Palace. And because ya wordano ya discussing maybe the ins and outs of this Chelsea Football Club, because sa Chalobah no sa chap no I was so manitina, and he justified it with a very good goal. And I must say Chelsea did very, very well. Now Marcos Alonso MC9 Inter Milan for Ebefana as part of the Lukaku deal, but no mususu say there be other name chase can mind Tefono near my young play and now and say but Premier League now will bear 37 games to play and 38 games to play. You need a variety of goals. Say a free kick, say a penalty, and a counter attacking goals, and possessive football and the goals, baba. And Marcos Alonso at Chelsea for and say also another option between their momo as far as goals are concerned, and that makes it so exciting as far as Chelsea are concerned. So I'm sure sir Thomas Tuchel say no. I think generally with this squad I'm quite good, and to be very frank with you, I think Omode say Lukaku shall yes or beka team ni one a bad say team be able to stop your mo, and with a sort of players and a good bench, you know. A winner. I think say Crystal Palace for tries or say season no cry nyan shasia or me a true candidates for relegation. Man who Zaha, man who did the Jordan, man just say it was a just disjointed performance. But not Ghana nibi wom or both free bench by my friend or Rack Sechi. Or no be ball game nibi maybe our Palace for under 23 team nimu menim say Coach Sike Akono ebe sa Brantam so a right back or be ball nibi, and that's a Ghanaian we can try and see what could possibly happen as far as our team no air concerned. So at the end of 90 minutes no now Crystal Palace for goalkeeper no Guaita no onana the man of the match for this Palace side, and indication say with the inclusion of Lukaku there's a great potential in this Chelsea side, but it's not surprising because Chelsea are the true champions of European football. Well,
I am for Vera. Only said black managers also win your Premier League. No complaining for far too long.
Yeah.
So in your first black manager, I was coach Premier League in this season. Chairman, the expectation is that make a very good case for black coaches. But the man who know one shot. Now you know one should be a kukodro so that you my black coach game, but you cannot fault him.
I don't know. Should it be about black coach?
Yeah,
and then you
say black coach is not make a case.
Of course, they made a case. I told them you see
black coach back no yeah juma. Nenko ya dia. Nenko make a good case for other black coaches. But chairman, on them say 2 seasons they twamu nyina no. Crystal Palace the 14th. Last 2 seasons we win the 14th. Last season we win the 14th. Last season we did 14th no. Our first team players now we did 14th no. 9 of them have left. 9. How many Chelsea game no boy no. Only one new sign in the start here. A branch of friend Mark Gohi. So for a team we did 14th. Now the first team players 9 echo. You expect say we make quality additions to the team. But this is not by no. None of them was good enough to even start. I'm defending Maguire pen start here. In the second half, and Joachim Anderson, any Fulham call relegation. For player on Fulham call relegation. na open Crystal Palace epe player bi abe bo mo a chairman not a branch friend Joaquin
say they am bibi oni mo am gidi say be
and on the J3 no
I trained the some against you are playing against the European champions
in the first half chairman but chairman in the first half not a single touch, not even shot on target, main shot on target too, not a single touch in Chelsea's box.
That's the work of Tuchel. I don't know. Real Madrid, I can remember Chris Averhey and the Bebe 5 or 6 stories. Hot stories. I war Amanone. Now I because I just mentioned to Sermon. I understand the chief of staff to his friend.
Okay.
On comments, Ziba comments.
Okay.
Supporters leadership so called Shia chief of staff.
Okay.
Supporters need to say in 2 weeks if management doesn't solve their problem with the board, they will demonstrate and go to Menchia straight. Say only team from you now. Some of the also so no F2 for Africa.
Wow.
Hearts of folk. No Benjamin F2 for Africa. No Michel Sapon.
Well, Michel Sapon is confirmed.
Yes. Now the Etitano. Yeah, the sounds of so bad to folk as they prepare for Africa Jumedino so honum. This way committee chairman make a chance here, you know, because unqualified on registered member of the bar. Yes.
A lawyer is alleged.
On a lawyer of good standing.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then somehow coach. Some bodies over the weekend when you're Kenny, it was a colorful ceremony. Had the book fans in Alabama at the point almost 2 hours in fans in so koi. There was a nice blend and so it was a very good one. Obi,
Chairman, Messi free La Liga no na ye nim senior week no besi ashase a lot of this La Liga sites, but of course Atletico, Celta Vigo, Camino or more a team back when I think Carlo Ancelotti will be excited with the winning starter Real Madrid and Saka against the Deportivo Alaves. They tossing me na ye nim senior Bale any Eden Hazard because the days of Ronaldo, you know, the good old days under Zidane, in fact, last season, there was a Bale Kosi Akaima Spurs, a share 16 goals, Emma, the London-based club. Eden Hazard, so no, for the last 2 seasons, Biano, or by reported for pre-season, Biano assign Ayekese. It's now Madrid supporters here, for the very first time this season, how Bale and Eden Hazard will perform. They are tossing me and say, Rafael Varane and Sergio Ramos and Madrid supporters here used to that combination, you know. Internet was Nacho Fernandez. In fact, who even starts in the first place? When the partner Eda Militao, and David Alaba, and Nacho Fernandez, and which other. So there was a lot of questions around this Real Madrid team, and of course, at the end of the day, in my estimation, first half, no, and Sheda Anko Ye and Real Madrid. I think the Deportivo Alaves for a lot of opportunities. They were confident in their play. More try goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois on some occasions, but of course the Belgian number 1 HS is a world-class goalkeeper. But second half, no, Real Madrid then start here, and Obia who said Eden Hazard that it was a majestic assist or the man a branch of Karim Benzema. Into Benzema shas ye say no, it sounds Ronaldo anyhow, Messi so any La Liga no. Maybe apart from Luis Suarez, yeah, I feel way dear and Benzema bet me Pinchichi, you know, as a top goal scorer of the Spanish Premier Liga. Send your last season or dear no, Sana this season or dear Remua, not just any so I was through. But again, I was impressed with certain players. For example, Luka Modric. Before the game, Carlo Ancelotti said, Modric, the problem was how do you motivate? We're winning world best, we're winning or second as far as the World Cup here concerned. We're winning Champions League titles, bebre. So a better one man energy for Frobia over to Mdesiaka and Carlo confirm me before the game. Say, look, Modric is super motivated for the season. Modric, you know, ball of bono, say the standards are setting. I was throw into a drop a maybe there's criticisms, but on a very good day, Luka Modric is a very consistent player. Obviously, Federico Valverde, amazing. Osha combination play, no. Ubenya Valverde, Lucas Vasquez, and your branch friend Gareth Bale on the right. When David Alaba, Luka Modric, and our branch friend Eden Hazard on the left. In Tisania Zidane, Emma is a combination play involving wingers, midfielders, and fullbacks. No, Sana Carlo Ancelotti. So Chassi, and I was also impressed with Lucas Vasquez. Maybe Alvaro Drozola is still not up there. Your first choice right back, Dani Carvajal. So injuries and all of that. But Vasquez shares in cases where your favorite fullbacks anyone will provide the assist. In fact, first goal no on the day or pushy ball no Emma Eden Hazard they provide this assist. Emma Karim Benzema all call any more defending yano now Lucas Vasquez. So Emma Demono was so I was excited about David Alaba on the provide the assist no Emma Vinicius for the final and fourth goal of the game. And generally I'm sure said David Alaba was pleased with the sort of debut on so to me and of course American David Alaba. But Vinicius post game press conference no Carlo Ancelotti says some social goals there 1 or 2 touches now and the guy was so sharp just on Jibbo now to say Bibi Babesi I'm a Real Madrid. Rodrigo Gales wasn't too bad and Adam Militao a year mistake kakra. In fact and Real Madrid keep clean sheets but back pass or the Matibu Coutois and Natibu went to me Nyahoshia and say it was Gudetti and a shares how go no Emma Deportivo Alaves. And I think sir confidence levels no was run winning start said yeah and the most significant improvement and it's even in the first half Real Madrid bought 7 shots outside the penalty box. Under Zidane, they were averaging 5.6 shots out and long shots. But Real Madrid at the end of the game, no, they were more hitting close to 15 long shots. And Carlo Ancelotti style 2013, 2014, 2015 style no they ever born. So from at the distance there, we are just waiting to say maybe Kylian Mbappe beba no become ranting no more anymore no na Jovic no rant but look it was a professional performance and truly the Madridistas deserve all points.
Carlo Ancelotti all right agree
Chairman
Barca without Messi.
Well key points Jira pick your team Sikaso and make team register as a team players.
Yeah.
Obviously first goal.
Yeah, and got trimming with you and he looks young.
And I think say one player except Barca supporters I appreciate him very much. It has to be Jira Piqué. In times of distress, now here one player so be team at Sikaso. I made team register certain players. Now Jira Piqué responded to that call. Sikaso. Now the first game after some Messi call, pressure, tension, Bibiaba, supporters bet 22,000 back Camp na pressure was na Jira Piqué first goal pressure so I think say watch that sort of a leader Jira Piqué has ambition say one do be Barca president it's na braba oboni nyina I think say he's building his life towards that day say one do be Barcelona president and what he has done for us in this short period no I think say Barca for team ba branch na so ni appreciate you again chairman Memphis Depay impressive debut on the first game ni. Now I saw say as he's taking some leadership position, both on and off the field. And every free kick you see Memphis Depay on the Kwakobo free kick no. And one of those free kick Obama Abrante French Zapiki, everybody no suit me at him. He's taking charge. Into the first game at Camp Nou, no matter this kind of performance, I think say quite impressive. We only hope and pray so bet me to us I consistent with this kind of performance. And they said the goat in the world Martin Braithwaite. And now say Ballon d'Or listener or the second.
I'm 2 goals, right?
I'm 2 goals.
Yes.
2 goals.
Have you know dear son?
I think the players most at this moment in Chairman, you cannot rely on just one player. It must be a collective effort from all these players. Sometimes we get us a player to a preference to drop here. Only some Messi bet my conjure magic. Now there's no mercy. So it must be collective effort from all these players. As an Barca team ako this level. They are constantly now for the past 1 week, 2 weeks. Pressure, tension. Now we know first game under these circumstances. I think say at the Bibiaba form. Now what we are planning going forward. It's a umpire. Yeah, the Bible boss ebia enquire just 1 day.
Okay.
na subsequent games no ebetimi adro so but can we go
I think Enura win no nye news because in the last 29 years Barcelona lose to Real Sociedad Camp Nou. But post Lionel Messi and how the guys handled the whole situation, I was truly impressed. Leadership qualities, no, Piqué, Busquets, Jordi Alba, you know, it was.
Yeah,
I think in the 10th minute, people shall say Messi, and then people counter, Bassa, and a whistles, no. So all of a sudden, there's a deliberate plot to forget about Messi and move on into the new life. The only problem your defense only did 3-0. Now they conceded 2 goals there.
It looks scary at that point, and they needed that last minute goal to
one player, one match
them.
at every level. Haaland. Chairman, me sure say me try say obetima no consistency. I bet you say on consistent basis can do it. Now he came to Borussia Dortmund in 61 games, chairman. Or 62 goals for a young player moving to German Bundesliga. Now expectation level Eshada Wasro. Now waba. Now in 61 games, I brought now young player Emma 62 games, chairman. He said an amazing talent.
Yeah, I said 2 over the weekend.
And almost 5 goals. All of those 5 goals passed through him. 2
yeah,
goals,
he was
3
involved.
assists.
Yeah,
an amazing start from that youngster.
Well, I know I'm on kakra. Na Andy, their course because we said PSG introduced some new players.
Yeah.
Because they were playing at home against Strasbourg. Almost SF4, right? 4-2. But then you have a Richmond Opoku or South Africa or Lady Smith or say the Omumfa Pure Sports in Diagokra. Nane Baketwa and Ope Wosua Obi. Or say Obi Pure Sports or the train Aquana Jason. Aquana Jason. Now, was sending a picture of that. I ever share with our family. Pure Sports family knew Biano. Mama Mohe, any. Amazing picture. We have a picture of the day. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know, live on Facebook.
Wow,
I know that. Okay, I don't know. That's the power of pure. The power of pure sports. I don't know. Andy Garcias.
Chairman, you heard Tammy Abraham. The last day, say Chelsea and could do room no. Now, the final picture, Chelsea, Najari Fatu Sunai,
Tammy Abraham.
After Crystal Palace game no. Now, Tammy Abraham, Kwan, no watching the back, and Nam Stamford Bridge Park in his wa. Now, which we say, Enkrana.
Ubi and Nech.
Tammy now is a.
Tammy. Oh. Just all dream one. Tammy, David, Tammy Abraham, God, you're in China for the area.
What the Balogun,
Tammy Abraham, Chairman,
Tammy.
Oh, Chairman. Mutia leaders, Mutia defender, what Jimmy Dean Bako, I'll be controlling it. When you midfielder Bako, I'll be controlling Fifio. When you'll be aware experience. Tammy Abraham. Oh yeah, Chem Baligon, no money, no more.
Yeah, that's a bad.
I am attractive.
Now, coach over from one of from Ateta. It's imagine that they be player. Or we go from one of the Ateta. What can we say? Ateta. What drop a call? Ateta.
But
you need a coach of club.
It's a good decision. We are sure also of Lukaku for United.
And
Jose Suna.
And he's playing under Jose Mourinho too.
Now, Chairman, or drew Rome crown or down Rome Roman supporters nation at no.
Yes.
Or take Chelsea, Minion was not Chelsea for Legend Genesis.
There's
Tammy never now any part or they'll come and record the other side. No any part of world ma. Oh, apa. Tammy what? Oh, height ma. Tammy Abraham.
Tammy in Rome. Wow.
Indeed. Okodru yenini. Na to the no omudini din tonyom sao.
Roma for.
Ha to bo say Roma fans ni go na omunyina Tammy.
Oh, okay. Tammy Abraham aba.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oni Jose koye adwuma.
Oh, okay.
Ti bibia to mukama. Na Chairman, Chelsea players so omuka so mu yusu easy after Crystal Palace game no. Chelsea players ninja easy cry Obi. Chelsea players ninja easy cry.
Assemble now.
Chelsea
players cancel.
Oh, as Amanda the Bible said, that's a good cry. Chelsea players come easy. Omuji 200,000 a week. Now what you obedi to?
After Crystal Palace match no.
No,
Obi ekutu ne ka Kofi na. Chelsea players na ko na.
Poshi. Okay.
Ja enye izo.
Obi anya daje you know Range Rover. Somebody can who what did you wagon na G-Wagon you di car person ko. Aha. Where's your Porsche ni bi we Audi Q7.
Me you. You me near to change cry.
Wow. Te what you told me ko.
Aye.
Now you didn't anyway. Where is the Bentley Anna? We Bentley. Hey. Boys must go. Where's the range now? Almost. Boys must go. Scaro Mujen. I'm going now.
Na Chelsea a high paying club.
Exactly.
Chelsea do mutu ye o.
Where's the defender ni biana?
Land Rover.
Yeah. Go for Ikasi.
Na chairman Manchester United fans ni Leeds United fans ni so ntokwasi you.
Aha, mo de ne bi o mu hia no mu ku. Meju wa me ntase. Omu kuma man for the table ni yabu bonko for trip.
Ba akokoto Leeds United fan ba akokoto Manchester United for nim. Tama omu push o no ono be to ma omu teche na obi fa konya no ta video no.
Are you so bad?
He ade ntokwa pa. Onim hwe dia kofa we konya also ono na o match ne show na we so unfortunately also be to and ono so mo to chi no. So
ono ti na obi na eti ma say see obi the pepper spray ba ho no.
Na only problem ni na before game no see Leeds United fans no e dey Jadon Sancho any Rashford din to nyum say wo mo na ama omaleti England mine da o Euros no so mo say wo penalty no ti nyuma no mo to before the game no and after game no United fans so to share almost wa yes ba ko no say do mo so chi na no mo dia kunya pa boni po ni papa and o mo bro ne sa no ti we dey cause report about say Greater Manchester Police for na chi nipa 6 said we could this answer no we be a list for if you see Manchester United supporters omu nyina yakwa kwachi wo mu enti no said this here na Parc des Princes na ye Leo Messi ne other teammates na chairman no so ye said this here
okay
na Leo Messi
new signing
new signings
imagine you a PSG fan not a France now ho an bobo na you see new signings actually eti senator
na stadium announcer na ho dey on the ball Leo Messi di nye hizo so Messi di no bon ne ko wuntintiri di Messi na pie ba no Leo na pie a oba no na
Lejai everyone go fast man bo we had pictures and one you crave behind no one we slow our down
okay John Mike Tyson of 55 years na anope wa share video bi a wo training na am say Mike Tyson na boxing no onya na ju say
akwa so mo mbobo no say omo mbobo obetu share Golden Boy Abdul Razak ni Malik Jabenum omo nyini ni or bibia de but so onya ball na obeye bibia mo say yes still our ball no ewoni mu
na I Mike Tyson training we anope na video we so aba na we train na Mike Tyson ya omo say ni trainer no wa born knock down na Mike 55 years chairman here Mike Tyson said he was fast any punches now was out total no chairman easy Mike Tyson just still were fit 55 years
wow that's the Iron Man
Iron Man
yes
ojiramu kama pa
nice one
yeah
okay
my main fancy but Jesse's no and the sports center
Astate Jesse's no Astate eti ene open Jesse Oko Sports Center ewo Amekom HME Bubbles some bubbles opposite on Amekom traffic light bubbles opposite next to Otis Collections I hope team be Jesse says a PSG Jesse is here was up PSG the enra oya basa ni na hu basa Jesse no mse na offer okowa me say a high grade when you if wodi ani bi where your papa pa ni bi and Real Madrid, Chelsea, and I've got Liverpool also won.
Yes.
Liverpool played well, they won. But was the Liverpool fans as I want to almost them. When
They said last season.
Until Liverpool so shanty. Just in your Manchester, Real Madrid, Arsenal, they just in FA. Apart from this, we be an hobby. It's worship now they are but official launch of Air Sports Center on Saturday. But just you're starting here, Juma is Oto Jesse. Na number up their boy Chama, no true these go Nina Hona Nabiakoso, Sports Center, and was some other making. Was also 2 Jesse Ton and Nina Baha, will be discounted price now. What you mean, now, Yamra fee. Never chef is some no, and the issue about GFA disciplinary committee chairman, as I say, we must see any free or else echo. I must say, on lawyer of good standing. Every day, Onya Obiwa, or law student, they be a boy, Kakra, and Chichimuga Krafa Sanyo Mano, we're going to send in Yano, must use your honeyoma, why you move investigations outdoor. Papai, Tachiman City for Nediaba Bonting, I am Mickey Charles, not just as a Papano. On your law of good standing, the cases are what they and all your 2 in Ebu. Obaka, Tachiman City, no go far. A coffee watch the buyer. I go far some bar on your call to the bar more than 10 years. And also go find some people. But now, this is letters on the about Bontini Bibiano. You will show you live on Facebook. You will read it. Now, Obian sweat to me over the live in China. And then, Anna Painty, Ghanaians or more China in so. Also opportunity of in fact we are live around the world, baby. But there's a particular Chinese outlet owned by Ghanaians. Also, almost to me live. I'm a Chinese student, sir. Ghana for more China, Ghana for more China. Ni bibiano. When you say so here live on Ghana baby on 1HD TV. It's over to me and so okay, and that. Obi, this issue about disciplinary committee chairman of Fiori Mukaka saying it here.
Chairman, information by fact.
You have a regulation, no?
Yeah.
Have a regulation. That's some eka. Na yamra. I said you okano. Yamra asem nangasanso. Because who regulation no? I just had about 20 years na can be. Said yamra no. It's because minimum say. Tachiman City make case because other Tachiman City decisions we anko amomo ama omo season here inti some relegation go relegation bu go division 2 etiano na omo di we abab until odo bi bremu na ye regulation
okay disciplinary committee ne senior ne Neomani City I was the chairman and vice of in fact, disciplinary committee, elections committee, appeals committee, and ethics committee, or independent bodies of the Ghana Football Association. So independent bodies, no, a congress and a more to me say in fact, election, a congress no what's our powers, no. It has to be there should be a proposal from the executive council and sana vote no etumia koso and the requirement for chairman of the disciplinary committee is at least I was saying 10 years of service within the practice. I mean,
okay. Any Article 56 disciplinary committee. Okay, see, there shall be a disciplinary committee made up of the chairman, the vice chairman, and 8 other members. 3 members may be empaneled to hear a given case. The chairman shall be a member of the Ghana Bar Association of not less than 10 years at the bar. The vice chairman shall be a member of the Ghana Bar Association of not less than 10 years at the bar. Okay. Etiwena Mickey Charles nom Eddie Ababontin said maybe a comeback of Ibuachi almost say Penina or Tras and National did this as he's not even qualified to be there. It's not just a minimum Mickey Charles. What they seek to achieve with omo yaba bonting. Mickey, me chawa no pay na me jide ese bibia boko.
Kanka me joso me chia santima nya no pay. Nya me ada roma me hoye.
Yo, ye nyina ye so ye joso e o ha sei. Obi babu sanse Tachiman City. Mukes and say.
kankam de kan ma me fa wa video so na me chia santeman nyina na fe e football abusua no be na wa twi nipa be ye 9 and film ya na me fa video so ma abusua fo ya me mo hye ma mo ya akoso de kan ya me ni apa ko fisusum akra so folk supporter kare no e PRO ofu ya eno anche ene ya chese Godfather Abu TV3 no si akama kuma si asante kotoko osan si aka so ema Be United and Black Stars on so free mu ya and na fe na no me anu ni apeli Jones Abu Alasa am say Ghana football there we boni dia na mama mi muso o church me dia ma pi e ba na Ghana football ba kosema am say odi akotene pa nipa kakra bi wi kudofia no me jewa ape anu ne ntofia nkodoma Jones Abu Alasa so edi akotene pa on so kwa adwuma e football ya kwa Abidjan on so ntimi amafie ana nura ya madam for me ya Derek Saki so on so filmu ya akagret Olympics Derek Saki on so no we sub committees ne bi so division 1 league board na sefo nti chamo amen for video so na me mabusua fo nyina hyeten ya re ho se Ghana football pa babo ma memra wasem no so am say asema me de Techman City ya kan de titia ohe lawyer ni a oda discipline committee na no oro say kwadado ne ado no say minim say ADOW and I say ADDO because the bia was a sanity because can come your school you seven so what say yes will be your lawyer ni and also your doctor and or your engineer the way you picture no to a certain level no Mami for the bikura Central Market mami for no say me turn me into money me japade nyina de me ba ko law school and me person me ba be doctor it you hold room in a certain at the same position in society there's a lawyer need na so no train the decisions na hospital ni din different no asas spelling for fra ma dwemu tisere na kakra it you try come legal counsel and try open in the background no move say you stand this say with me aye discipline committee chairman of Ghana Football Association adjudicating cases ana akrata ba na mso nsa akrata amso amoyo amukrata mun only standing or he's not licensed to practice and there are precedents so our cases even at the Supreme Court no as on your license sorry on your license are going to be operating and there are some here they are come out GF na sasa that said there it means the ball na ya bonu nyina no should be declared null and void because can come
ball na ya bonu season ni nyina na has a league na
null and void
hey
can come match say benum so ka say Mickey Charles and person has a beji league you know you say yan fa house of folk ntonche I'm not dealing with house of folk on this one on the ball masama make nyina na say emra na kire say I was say the pakro na obetena cases so at the FA no it should be called at the bar also a member of the Ghana Bar Association because who call mu GPA 4,000 man can come lawyer papa bia minim bia oponi din a na ni din apia bonte lawyer boafu kuma se me bo ni din aba me bo pribu a din aba me bo they say how they call him chapasu din aba but obo ose kwadwa adu na ni din ma and me assure say obi the studio where they can do an independent check because the Ghana Bar Association have a portal like accessible you can access it anytime now I check a lawyer who's in good standing. And you can come away and ya send be as Mickey Charles and pay house of folk for some and I be at sa. Say GF any track at the Bremy catch them and say, oh, yeah, review mono or or you qualified, say or track cases are what transfer. Now it's what should be actually. I send the any baby. No more him not saying yes, and it's there. Then means open any cases are what transfer. I was here declaring null and void because can come I want to sound so or your ball I have been in also.
Fine, you declaring null and void send the cases, but when you are looking for the meaning say only the entire season there, that is an extreme.
Because can come I want to sound so or your matches in also because by my example, Amidaos here the dean. Amidaos also woman no more league me. What started league cry that. Your hard man a cast Amidaos for your mom kwan so register, no register. After mobile league in the true baby, not discipline committee decision, but say, yes, you are more for league. As I say, Yapamu Mokra. Into a moment of mobile in and war no boy piano, results we are declared null and void. And on Nanche, say, no, Tamayu for the cracker, Comagia for this, I want to know once it. because say you get points we are saying yes points now nkono na be qualify to the Premier Division enya Accra Lions be qualify into ono so atwere e de akwa koma FA no eno nsam na nche Legon City still Elmina Sharks case here by ebi anka nye e de say ebuson drafts and be relegation because that case no aye kesene na ama Elmina Sharks won say waka league no wankwa appeal kura Katachiman City ye case aye de ba aye omo ka say yen kwatamale nkobo ye matches ene wa aye ka say yen ko e mo the points no ma RT to sha technically many RT you am ball ya but RT edge 3 points from bottom eno they qualify or they go Premier it bia nkapo fa kwada be qualify it wo hia I want to so matches aye boni nyina mu ebetimi ama bia call relegation ebetimi ma bi so anya promotion. And he can come to say, I want to declare matches in null and void. Near pulling in half of Asama make an 88, but say, GFN extra crata de Baso, Yakoya review more legal counsel, almost opinion or in good standing into cases now in a Juma. Can come not work or baby actually. Obiani Assam.
Aibia Babontain, meaning someone receipts, being Aibia Babontain, Panino, what's ya?
Can come in. The American answer, me match crata de Acoma GFA. Respond to me crata na match ready abroad, unrespond ye. Me do attend was Zongo, unam bungru, and a you are no bungru on. And no ESCO members nibi. Omon say, Sacratano at Yama at the say some of the media guys. Me as a member now, matron, responded to me. Say, me face also me the cover before, now the cover before. Meanwhile, you have not responded to me. And I can come and I abai. Can come what studio host is here, make it generate BB or driver's license crowd, we bet me a generated picture to so I do dear Guasie. I just said, can come work to me. But a be other code DVL not at the document in the one. I'm not saying he said your Modiabano and your papa, but I'm saying and I think to be to me see. But I'm saying he said, some mature crowd and that's officer will respond to me. Don't go out selling certificates and I say license a lawyer no at your bedroom. Na momo fan call Abonte. Abraham be a member of the association who responded to me. That is all I'm saying. Can come.
Okay. Mickey, Mate, yada say, yeah, ni mu hawa every no. Ebe handle this matter. With respect to Monsa Madago down.
Na bet so akoti say, me ka bet as a woman man can be. And now Mickey had been as say, oh say ababeda ho.
I'm a kind of matches na ma for the chabet.
Man say MTN for now more than FA Cup na no. Sa matches na yebo no. MTN FA Cup ni am for the chabet. So the catch now.
Okay.
And say GF na nkasa say omo akoye ko adwuma and the president na atu no nim say omo frefre ni nyina nya ne frɛ na president obi frefre wa fa koma see idea what that's right I don't know the background one me frɛ me I'm from Cambodia now president no frɛ it so ye di na otie di omo kan pharmacy idea
Pure FM
Charles Kojon team Mickey Charles ana dodo na your friend no ono ena Techiman 11 Wonders club president ana odin some ababetu dano na ose lawyer your friend no say Kojo Ado onye lawyer of good standing with the Ghana Bar Association into unqualified to sit on the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association the cases awenya any effect on our season beyond just nullified the entire season okay, but to nullify the entire season, I know that is where extreme, and I make a channel. How the book I've won their league, I want Jomai. But Sevilla, I'm nullify cases now or so now. And Arabia that will be a fair, you know. But I know as I say, if you're Babontain, a direct platform ready to so. Now you made and share with your team for. Every about in terms of a banana utia, nay also utia the register, the license are banning signing money one. Obi, no, church, as far as my boss, Aquaba Bib. Say, where General Legal Council of Ghana, Legal Profession Act 1960, Section 8, practicing certificate. As a pursuant to Section 8 of the Legal Profession Act 1960 as amended, this practicing certificate is hereby granted to Mr. Ose Kojo Ado. Nado no names are ADD, ADOW. whose name is duly enrolled on the roll of lawyers to practice as a solicitor in the year ending on the 31st day of December 2021. On this license being duly stamped. Okay, dated this 14th day of January. Stamp no way. Anna.
There should be a base. I was say a seal, but
I was a seal, but
we are sure say
Scanned.
scanned there.
But the here panel the GBA portal on. We need here panel.
We the GBA portal ni. Okay. Eti Kosoga Krama na Hawaii Jai Ghana Bar Association we sit here 14 January 2021. Okay, Ghana Bar Association to Mr. Osekweju Ado. Okay, not just say or you fully or you duly licensed.
Yeah, because we call GBA portal on was all the bar number 2.
The bar number down 13558.
All the bar number ni shemo no abo username no abo email address, then you have access to the portal. In fact, lawyers in good standing omo publish your daily graphic nim by himself feel we no me nim traso. Enti case we no there is up to the FA. It's up to the FA to do its proper investigation because the senior Mickey Charles nom edi omu case aba omu se omu atwa koma Ghana Legal Council no omu response maybe he's not in good standing but lawyer now mu so edi sa evidence we aba no ema case no because it's dependent on this. Okay. The IC as to whether he's in good standing or not in good standing is the Ghana Legal the board that will decide say oh we're any dues or in good standing or until say the claimant and Mickey Charles no matter counter evidence we were and me who list no graphic maybe I was say me say come in fact